Uh, as we have already discussed about the generation of computers, that first generation of computer was created using vacuum tubes. Then second generation was designed using transistors, where the size of the computer re- got reduced from the 4 story, it means 4 मंजिल अपार्टमेंट से कम होके उसका साइज आपका हो गया था, was a room size computer. Then when they started using integrated circuit, it became a briefcase size computer. And probably in the fourth generation, where we had LSI and VLSI, the size became to the normal size of computer which we are using now. Only the internal chips which are integrated on the motherboard were changed. Now types of computers according to the memory capacity and their speed. So we have, you can say, microcomputers and personal computers, mini computers, supercomputers. Supercomputers are used in which kind of machines? CNC machine, complex network circuit machines. Then comes the mainframe computer, and then comes the supercomputer. The mainframe computer is used in LAN to operate other computers. It is also called as our server. It is also used to perform various actions on various machines, could be simultaneously done. Then comes the story of the personal computer. A personal computer has wide range of capabilities for an individual user. Every user wants the best services to be provided by this computer. The main unit is central processing unit. It has a secondary memory. It has a hard disk. You can decide the size of hard disk and types of output devices which you want to attach to it. Depending upon the memory size, speed, and whether the computer contains a hard disk, personal computers have been classified. So there is personal computer, then there is PCXT. What is PCXT? XT is extended technology. Then we have the third one, PCAT. PCXT stands for personal computer with extended technology, and PCAT stands for personal computers with advanced technology. PCAT 286 and PCAT 386 indicate the microprocessors used, processing units, and the Intel data that is available. It is 80286 and 80386 respectively. What are the specifications? The main unit which is required for any computer to run fast is the clock frequency. The processing speed, the main memory speed, or the size of, and the main memory size, that is the size of the RAM, and the secondary storage device, that is the hard disk, and the number of floppy drives which could be attached. Then the input and output ports. There are various input and output ports. If you check your USB, on your USB, the name of the port and the speed of the USB is written. Sometimes if the data exchange happening through USB is going slow, then your computer yourself advises, the PC himself advises to you that please change the port such that the information can get transferred faster. Then we have keyboards. A keyboard is a normal keyboard designed by IBM, and there are IBM compatible devices to your CPU, to your monitor. And the main use of this is, they are programmed with the help of the ASCII code. And the next part is, which is coming to you, that is the keyboard. Then is the monitor. The monitor prior had cathode ray tube. Now the monitor has LCD screen, or you can say the LED screen, or the OLED screen. OLED is organic LED. We will discuss this later. Then we have processor, printer, mouse. So processor is the microprocessor, which came out from the fourth generation of the computer till the 10th generation of the computer. Only the speed and the capability to process has been changed. The basic address bus, data bus, and some basic properties are yet the same. And then comes A CD drive is used to insert CD, operate CD, read CD. Then comes the modem, which is used for the wireless communication through LAN, or uh, then it is called as WLAN. And if it is a wired communication, then it is called as LAN. But modem is used in both the processes. There are internet interfacing cards available, which connect us with the public switch telephone network. And then we have the multimedia kit with the sound blaster, which helps us to record audio, record a video, that is moving picture with audio is called video. And then after that we have the cache memory. Suppose you want to reconnect yourself with certain data, cache could be stored in your phone or on your device, that is your computer, in order to get the respective memory information in to be stored or to be read. And then you have the uninterrupted power supply. We will study SMPS in power supply, that is switched mode power supply. Though the voltage of 48 volts, which is required from fourth generation of computers to 10th generation of the computer, this is the voltage which is required by your PC battery in order to operate. Otherwise, there is an internal converter available which converts AC to DC. And some in when you are using normal PC, it without saving, you cannot store the information on ROM. Otherwise the information is lost, because it is a required input which gives us an ability to store the information. And then there are certain specifications which are being given. A PCXT has 8 megahertz frequency, 640 KB, usually one floppy drive and an hard disk is available. First, Steve Jobs used to say that this size is sufficient as for a human being to store his lifetime data. But now we all again are realizing that how much space do we require to store all this data. Then comes PC80 386. It has a speed of 16 to 25 megahertz. The data size available is 1.2 MB. Usually one floppy drive is used. And yes, it has an hard disk. The detailed specification of the PC are given below. This is also called a system configuration. Award modular BIOS 4.51 PG, that is basic input and output system, had a CPU. It was Pentium 5, and the base main memory was 640 KB. You all will experience that first the frequency of your PC was very slow. Now the frequency of your PC has increased up to 2 gigahertz, and this is how the processor works faster, and the technology is operational to everyone. Now we will discuss more specifications in the next part of the lecture.